The Golden Home Youth Organization held its inaugural youth convention last Saturday at the Churchview Hotel Conference Hall. Sasha Ramsaran reports.
Stress and anger management, relationship abuses and problems, and career decisions were among the many topics that were discussed at the Golden Home Dharmic Youth Organization's inaugural youth convention held last Saturday at the Churchview Conference Center. Over 50 youths participated in the session, which also discussed the pros of setting life goals and the influence of social media in the world today. The feature address at the convention was delivered by President of the Guyana Hindu Dharmic Sabha, Dr. Vindhya Persad.
I'm sure when you came here today you thought, well, we're coming to this thing, well that's good, you came. But you didn't think beyond, many of you didn't think beyond, we're coming here, what are we going to do after we come here? What are we going to do when we're here? What is it that we want to see? Many people think when they come to sessions like these, it's simply to sit back and to listen. That's good, listening is good. Not too many people in the world listen. And that's why we tend to have many arguments and disagreements, because everyone wants to get their voice heard. And if you have a point, you shout louder and louder in the hope that people will sit back, listen, and accept it. But no. I always believe if you have something to say, think carefully about how you want to couch what you want to say. And when you're sure about what you want to say, get up and express it. And that's where the difficulty usually comes, getting up and expressing it. And I hope today you will be able to cast off the shackles of fear, the shackles of feeling not confident in yourself, and every one of you will be able to get up and say something that means a lot to you.
President of the Golden Home Dharmic Youth Organization, Pandit Persad, briefly discussed the purpose behind the hosting of the convention.
The Golden Home Dharmic Youth Organization, the Youth Convention, is planned against the backdrop of a number of issues we've noticed that has been affecting our young people. And we believe that it is time for us to start the conversation. For us, this inaugural here means the first of beginning this conversation, a conversation about youth empowerment, about youth caught up in the syndrome of getting rich quickly, because which ultimately leads to quick death also too. We need to begin a conversation of how the social media is impacting our young people and about the value system on the morals of our society. Today also too, I'm also very disturbed when I speak to young people and they tell me that they do not know where they want to see themselves in the next 5 to 10 years. And that is why we believe that managing goals is very important.
Channel 8 News also spoke with two of the presenters, Mr. Vidyart Kisoon, who dealt with relationship abuses and problems, and Mr. Arad Gosai, who presented on career decisions.
The discussion is going to be around managing healthy relationships, about understanding how to recognize signs of abusive behavior and the features of a healthy relationship. I hope that during the discussions that the youth get to understand, to recognize equality, to understand what is safety in the relationship, knowing when to be ready, especially for things like sex within relationships, to understand a little bit about their sexual and reproductive health. Not in details, but and also for them to identify places where they can go, call, get information and get help.
Career decision, success and failure. So it's basically giving the youths an idea as to they have to make goals in terms of career choice, because I think the age range what I've heard is like 14 to in the early 20s, which is the age that you have to, if you haven't decided already as to what you want to do in your life, career-wise, this is the time to do it. So my role really is to guide them in that process and to give them examples of successes in when you're making a career decision.
After the conclusion of the presentations, the participants and facilitators collectively came up with resolutions to all the issues that were discussed. At the end of the session, certificates were presented to all of the participants. Sasha Ramsaran reporting for Channel 8 News.